Alright, hello and welcome to Adhd, Season 2. We are starting what Orion has named The Road to Erys. Erys will be the world that this campaign will be taking place in. And before the main campaign starts, we have a few stories we want to tell. The first one we're calling Raincloaks. That's what you're listening to now. Raincloaks is taking place about 100 years before the main campaign is going to start. And in this campaign, it's just me and Orion, but we have guests that pop in and out. So, I hope you enjoy. Did you send this everyone leveled up text right after saying DMs are assholes for not getting levels?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys that.
That's funny. Okay.
I'm hoping you guys can get to level 10 before we finish this campaign.
Nice.
Maybe 11. I just might level you up every session, so you survive. Yeah, you gotta survive this, maybe.
You gotta survive. Alright. Welcome to ADHD and D&D Nights. Last time on Nights and ADHDness, we had some stuff happen. We had some innocent people die. We had a building robbed.
I didn't hear about any deaths. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh! Well, you just didn't ask around or check the news then, I guess. So, let's just jump back in, right? Since everybody got on so late.
Yeah, everybody got
I think we all just got on really late just now.
Yeah.
So, we'll just go ahead and jump in, so that we don't waste each other's time more, I don't think we should point fingers, right? We'll just get started. And, nobody's mad at you, Ryan. So
how many commoners did I kill? Because I need 300 XP to level up to level 2, and each commoner is worth 10 points of XP. So if I kill 30 of them, that would be enough.
Are they?
Yeah, they're only 10 points.
Well, you definitely didn't kill 30.
Maybe I burned down the whole building. What about those guards? What are those guards worth?
You did kill a guard, didn't you?
I hope so. They were on fire.
No, you killed. Were you already gone when the one died? No, you heard that. Remember when you came back around and looked at the building? One of the guards because two of them were on fire and one of them was dead when he came back.
Oh, sure.
I don't know, maybe you were already gone. Maybe that was when they snuck out and they saw that one of the guards was dead. But yeah, one of the guards definitely perished in the fire. Yeah, but also, you have to split all that experience 3 ways.
No, I'm the only one who did that.
I know, but that's just how it works.
Yeah, see, I got 25 XP for a guard.
It was my drink.
Oh, that's true. It was your drink. I'll split it with whatever your character's name was. Is this one Zizu or is that the other one?
This is Tajio.
That's
Tajio.
Ugh, using friggin' name generators. I can't remember names.
That's why I wrote their names down like this. Tajio. I got it, because I didn't try to spell it the right way.
I spelled it 2 different ways in my notes. I don't know which one's right. I do not care.
Oh, I know mine's wrong, because I spelled it Tajzeel.
Oh my god.
That is for me, because I know exactly how to say that
when I look at it. Yeah.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to do notes in this notebook. Hey, I was looking through my notes right before we started, and I have a quote in here that I forgot about. That Caleb's character said. That in session, I was like, oh my gosh, Steele is going to fumble this quote later, and I know what he's going to say, and I wrote it down. And I skimmed through my notes and read it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I wrote that down because I forgot.
What's the quote?
Let me see. It was something about... Caleb's was a play on teach a man to fish.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a fish, teach him to fish.
Yeah, I remember that. It
had to do with gold.
Yeah.
And I wrote... Oh no, where is it?
I don't know, you're the one who said you found it.
I did find it.
Cancel that.
Maybe I didn't find it.
Are you on your headset or are you on your computer mic?
I'm supposed to be on my headset.
You're
Is
just
it not?
You're just really loud, and I'm hearing everything, so I wasn't sure.
Really loud. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Give a man gold, eat. Give a man death, he dead.
I didn't hear him say that.
Jeez.
No, Caleb's character said something in a different session, and my orc is going to misquote him later.
If we ever get back to that, you know.
Yeah, if I ever surrender control back to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Hey, we're gonna make this short story so we can set up your world, and you're like, cool. And then a few sessions later, hey, when are we ending this?
Yeah,
ending this? This is my campaign.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Ending it?
Ending it? This is our next campaign. I'm like, okay.
You left the throne empty, sir. You cannot just come back and ask for it back.
I stepped to the side for a minute, and you grabbed it and ran.
Yeah, I super glued my ass to it. You're like, hey, will you watch this for a second? I'm like, sure thing. I can't get up now, though.
I can't get up now.
What are you gonna do about it?
Jeez. All right. What are we doing?
Okay, so they go in, get out, and to Rain, it would look like just easily. Right? They come out with a sack, clearly of like the stolen goods. They come around and meet you somewhere, right? And y'all start headed back. Tajil, would y'all tell Rain about the skimming operation the two of you underwent inside?
Nah. I was going to leave that out.
Okay.
He wasn't in there.
How do we feel about Caleb's character since Caleb's not in this?
So, I'm just going to... Oh, about him telling?
No, just about him in general.
So, he didn't really talk much.
Yeah.
So, also, I'm not... My original plan was I want to do a little 5-minute scene of y'all getting back and talking to...
Okay.
Esmir. But I've decided since Caleb's not here, this is what I think we should run. We'll just say screw that, and I'll just kind of give you a synopsis of what happened. And then they immediately split the three of you up for a little bit, at least. Okay, so you go back.
So I won't kill him right now.
Right.
Okay. I'll let Caleb be there when I kill. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll let Caleb know when I'll let Caleb be there when I kill his character.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. We can't kill his character off screen like that. Well, it's not off screen. It's on screen. He's just not here.
On screen without him being
that
involved.
Is actually pretty funny. Yeah, I was like, yeah. So Caleb, I made your character an NPC, and I played him, and I talked a lot of shit to Rain, and Rain killed you. Sorry, I was just trying to stay in character.
I could kill him with one hit.
Yeah, he is at half health.
Yeah, no, it's so tempting. Then we'd never have to deal with his character again.
Yep. Oh god, I gotta sneeze.
I think Rain wouldn't join back up with them right away. Rain would trail them. And then when they get close to the meeting place with Esmir is when he would kind of drop down off the side of a building or something and start walking with them.
Okay, I like that. Tazio, roll a perception check, and Rain, you can make a stealth check, and I'll roll a perception check for Osriel. Oh, he rolled a 1. He doesn't see you.
Okay, cool. My stealth is a +5. 5. That's a natural 1, a 6. Oh my god.
Wow.
What's perception?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wait, perception, it's +2, so no, I don't notice you if you got a 6.
Oh my god. 2
That
nat 1s
what?
and a 2?
Well, I didn't roll, but,
I thought you said you got a 1.
Yeah, of course Caleb got a 1. I rolled for him.
Yeah.
Let me roll for him again. Another 1.
Oh man. It's weird how that keeps happening for him.
I know. Yeah, I tried to give him advantage, and jeez. So
With
since that
advantage.
is a crit fail, this is what I'm going to say happened. Is you hear something behind you a few times, Taziel, and you turn around and look, and no one's there. But you feel like someone's following you, and for a while you're probably trying to shake it off. Or thinking you're paranoid, right? Because you were just running from guards, and that's probably what it is. But then, right before you get back to where you're supposed to be, Esmir, Rain hops down, or just joins the group, and you're kind of like, no, you're like, ah, someone was following us. it was Rain.
That makes more sense. I felt like I was being watched.
1 second you look to the right, the next second you look to the left, and I'm just walking beside you.
And Osriel, when he sees Rain, he jumps and pisses his pants a little bit because he had no clue that anyone was following you. Just a little bit, like no one notices the pee in his pants, but he definitely has just a little bit of pee in his pants now. He knows it's there. All right, so you meet with Esmir. We'll just say, he told you good job. You've passed. And I'm trying to decide if they would do like a ceremony.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
What type of ceremony does a crime syndicate do for new members joining? Hey, you're not dead. Congratulations.
Never mind. So they take you to this other. Esmir takes you to this other like real slummy area in the city. It takes you in this other house that doesn't look as bad as the one you went to, but it's in a similar state. And in one of the back rooms, there's a rug covering the floor, and he lifts the rug up, and there's like a trap door in the floor with a keyhole. He pulls a key out of his pocket and unlocks it and opens it up, and he leads you down this ladder. He closes the latch behind y'all and locks it back. And you go down, and it's kind of it's very much like a Thieves Guild in Skyrim or Oblivion, like the underground almost sewery area, but it's way too nice to be a sewer. All stone walls down here. They have torches very much like the ones that were in the warehouse, Tajiel. So they are, Orion, you weren't here, so they are it looks like a torch, but then there is a jewel at the end of it. And I believe in the warehouse they were all green. These are all red. So they all have these like big red rubies on the end of them. The rubies are glowing, so it's shining like red light on everything. Esmir takes you down. There's kind of a bunch of people milling about. They all have black cloaks on. No one really pays you any mind. And he takes you down, and there's this like in the central room where there's like a bar over in the corner and a lot of people milling around. And then there's this like big table. It looks like a check-in table or something. He takes you up there, and there's 3 cloaks up there. And he kind of unceremoniously, just gives you all a cloak. You turn it over in your hands, and you see the red lining on the inside of it. He's like, "Congratulations, you're all cloaks now."
Nice.
That was easy.
Be wanting a cloak.
I forgot. Tajiel was just trying to get a cloak.
I just be wanting a cloak, then.
Mission accomplished.
I'm done.
What next? Yeah. Like, now for your next mission. He's like, I just needed the cloak. It's cold outside, bro. When it rains, hair wet every time. Every time in the rain. Not now.
Way worse. It's way worse for me because I got all that fur and I smell like wet dog. Oh, it's so bad.
And you really need a cloak.
So, so he tells you that you will all be assigned a handler in the next few days and to hang out down here. And your first week down here, all the essentials are free. as long as you don't overdo it, and he doesn't give you any guidelines on what that means.
Like toilet paper?
Like
toilet paper,
like
food, drinks,
free.
Yeah.
Essential.
Free for the first week. So you assume by don't overdo it, he means like you can't be coming down here drinking 10 beers and then ordering beers and taking them back to your room and like keeping them for tomorrow or something, right? But he doesn't really give you any guidelines.
I walk to the bar and ask for the strongest drink they have.
Don't give it to him. He'll burn the place down.
They give it to you. So he tells you.
I make a Molotov cocktail and add it to my inventory. Now I have 2 again.
Okay, that's fine. So he tells you you'll be assigned a handler in the next few days, and you'll get your first mission. And he also tells you that it's unlikely you all have the same handler, and you might not ever work another job together again.
Fine by me.
But you may just, enjoy. Congrats again on being a cloak. And he leaves you to it. Is there anything you guys want to do before you meet your handler?
There's a bar in here and just people milling about. Mm-hmm. Is there like couches?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Everyone in here's played Skyrim, right?
No, never.
Okay, so the Red Flagon Inn where the Thieves Guild is?
Nope, not at all.
Yes.
So I picture it looking very much like that. Like there's a bar off to the side, and instead of that big water area they have in the Red Flagon, it's like scattered tables and couches. It's kind of nothing down here. So this is unlike the Thieves Guild, I guess. Nothing down here really is a set, right? Like they'll have a table and then random chairs around it that like clearly weren't made with the table, right? It's like they've been collecting things or stealing things or had,
kind of like my garage.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Keetwan's garage, so everyone can just picture Keetwan's garage.
I can picture that way better than the Skyrim thing.
Makes sense. So, so they'll have, they have a couple really nice couches, and then they have 4 or 5 couches that used to be really nice, but they've just had hard living down here. And then just all this scattered furniture. People are just milling about, hanging out, talking. It's a lively scene. Well, lively scene, but not like a party scene. It seems like everybody's just hanging out and everyone seems to know each other.
Hey, Rain, you want to go get a drink? And not make a weapon?
Everything's a weapon in the right hands. Then I start moving toward the bar. Let's go.
This guy's a real party animal, huh? Great at the parties. All right. I'm going to go, since I'm so small, you can't really take on these big drinks. I'm just going to take on a normal drink. And I'm going to sit here while how long do we have till we get to our handler?
He said it would be a few days. And that's what I was saying, if there's anything y'all want to do, you can do it. If not, we're going to jump ahead to
I'm gonna sit here until the handler comes. So I'm gonna quick time it. I'm gonna hit my back menu and do it for about 36 hours. See what happens.
Yeah, and no one has came and talked to you yet. So you do it for 24 more hours.
Is there a random unowned bed that I can go lay in and not hopefully get arrested for laying in the wrong person's bed or something,
Yeah. There's a few unowned beds in here.
Yeah.
There's one, after you wait 36 hours, you wake up and it's, 2 a.m. and there's a random NPC standing there talking to you and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? It's 2 a.m. You're standing beside my bed talking to me about the weather.
I glitch out a little bit. I'm still laying down, but somehow I'm moving toward the bar, even though I'm laying flat like a pole.
What?
Okay.
There's an orc standing on the bed next to you. But he also looks like he's curled up sleeping, but he's standing straight up.
I walk into the common room and someone spawned over 1,000 wheels of cheese.
What's going on?
These have been Skyrim jokes, listeners. I know they probably went over everyone's head. because who's ever played that game?
No one plays that game.
So,
we have never referenced that game in any audio that we've recorded before, ever.
No. Oh, no, I don't even know what Skyrim is. I just repeat things I've heard people say to sound cool and topical.
I think that's when you give a rim job in an airplane.
Right well, now I'll always think that when I hear Skyrim, so that's great.
You want to join the Mile High Club of my ass? All right.
The Skyrim Club. Oh, God. Okay, so... Alright, so you guys wait a few days.
Yep.
And,
Is there stuff going on? Is there fights? Or, can I... what's going on in this common room that I can... I don't want to get involved with anybody too much, but I wouldn't mind, doing some fist fighting or if there's a sort of type of gambling. Yeah,
there's
gambling.
There's always at least one gambling game going on.
I'm going to
every time you come in here. There's one night that you had trouble sleeping and you come in at 3 a.m. and there's a poker table going and a dice game going. There just always seems to be some kind of gambling going on. They also have things like there's arm wrestling stuff, and you've seen a few people get angry and fist fight. Other members tend to break that up pretty quickly.
There isn't a boxing ring or anything you can do and do some sparring.
I'm gonna go play dice.
There's not, but there is a training room. And I would say just from hanging out, after a couple days, you'd feel pretty comfortable being yeah, I could get somebody to box with me. In this training room. There's a few open areas where, it would probably be fine. You see people... there would be some kind of little dueling ring, and you see a lot of fencing going on in it, and you're we could definitely just box in there.
I want to take on somebody who's fencing with a sword, but I'm going to do it with my brass knuckles.
Okay. Keechwan, you would gamble during
Yeah,
this time?
I'm gambling.
Okay, would you play poker or
dice?
You're dicing it? Okay, are you cheating?
Hell yeah.
Okay, make a sleight of hand.
What was sleight? Okay, I see. Sleight of hand. All right.
Yeah, Rain would gamble, but not on
some other way.
Cards. Yeah, Rain doesn't gamble on cards or dice. He does. You gotta do slash roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, unless you are... So I said you sleight of hand to cheat, unless you want to tell me how you're cheating and think it should be a different roll.
Well, I don't want to tell you how I'm cheating, then you know what to look for.
That'd be funny. You roll really good, and I'm you don't have to tell me. That's a nat 20.
It is.
That is a nat 20.
We're over there.
Ooh.
Plugging up some commas.
Okay, so I was going to make you roll to see how good you do in the game. And if you pass the DC, which was 15, to cheat without anyone noticing, I was going to give you advantage on that roll, but you got a nat 20. So...
I've got my loaded dice there. We're rolling.
Yeah, and you're playing it perfect, right? You have your loaded dice, but you're also using other dice. And with a nat 20, I'll even say you have two loaded dice and one's loaded bad. So that to keep people from really catching on, you lose games on purpose sometimes. But always coming out on top, right? And there's a couple times where people are drunk and they're not really paying attention to it, and you quote, lose a lot of gold. You had one hand where you lost 150 gold. So people don't feel like you're just cleaning house, but you still walk away with 300 gold at the end of the night.
All right.
Nice.
So you can add 300 gold to your inventory.
We short rested, right? So I can heal since we're here.
You've long rested.
We've got long rest
at this point. Yeah. Because you're hanging out here 3 or 4 days before you talk to anybody.
Okay.
All right, so you can add that gold to your character sheet. And was Rain gonna do something?
I mean, I'm going to spar with some people. I'd probably gamble on any type of fights that go on. I don't gamble on dice and cards. I'm not about that type of thing. Too much cheating I've seen in the past. But I'll gamble on
and if you watch,
if someone's doing I was gonna say, if like
you
someone's
watched
doing like knife
Tajil.
throwing or something. Yeah.
Well, you also watch Tajil play, and you feel like he has to be cheating with how good he's doing, but you just don't see it. Like, it looks like he's just the luckiest fucking person you've ever seen. Also, I'm gonna do that. I kind of stole this from, or I definitely stole this from you, Ryan. But this is something I like that you do, and I like doing it at low level like this too. Since the first time Tajil has ever made a check to cheat in a game, here you rolled a nat 20. I'm gonna say you can just add this to your character sheet too, Tajil. You have advantage on rolls to cheat. In games. So if you're cheating in a card
any game
or a dice rolling
dicing?
game, what do you think it should just be dicing?
I think
I like to play a lot. I like to play a
that's
lot of
just-
games.
That's
well,
true.
we'll say for now.
Earn each
though,
game
it's-
out of
it's
each
dicing.
time.
Yeah, if you're cheating in a dice game, you get advantage on that cheating roll. Because we canonically said you have 2 sets of loaded dice. And you can somehow bust those out and use them and not make people suspicious, I guess, by trading out. They look
Tajil
the
is
same.
a halfling, right? Wait, is Tajil a
Yes.
halfling?
Yes.
Yes. A
Okay,
very
I
tall
just
halfling.
doubled. Oh yeah, he's the tall halfling, the one who's almost like 5 feet tall or something.
Yeah, he's like 4'11", right? 4'9".
What was it? I think it was 4'9".
4'9". Yeah. Okay. He
Okay,
just looks like a
so-
short human. Okay.
So if you're boxing, why don't you make an athletics check, or you can make a dex check. We'll see how you did.
So you want me to? It's a check,
Mm-hmm.
not a dexterity saving throw.
No, not a dexterity saving throw. God, you actually did it.
Yeah, look at the soundboard, Brett. I got all 6 of them on there. That's a 15 plus 3, 18.
Heck yeah. So I would say you do really well in these boxing matches. How many do you do?
I mean, if we're here for a couple of days, I've probably done like 2 or 3 a day easily.
Okay, you've went undefeated too.
Oh, nice.
It's mostly been people on your level that have been boxing you. You've seen a few dudes in there that they don't. There's no way like looking at them to know they're of higher rank than you, but it's just kind of the way they hold themselves and the way everyone regards them. They seem to be much higher rank than you, and they've watched some of the fights, but they've never showed any interest in fighting. Like entering the ring with you. So it's mostly new recruits and people that haven't been here too long that you've been boxing, but you've been beating ass while you've been here. You went undefeated, and I would say you haven't really had a close match yet. There was one guy that got some solid hits in on you. It bloodied your nose a good bit, but like you still beat his ass pretty bad. And we will move on to. Oh, you were going to bet on fights. Let's do that real quick. Roll insight.
What'd you just say? Bed bugs?
Thought he was betting on his own self, right?
Oh, were you betting on yourself? I thought you were going to watch some other fights and make bets on them.
Probably a little bit of both. I'd probably bet on myself, but I'd also watch some fights and bet.
Okay, make an insight roll.
I should have said I was going to bet on him also.
Insight.
You're too busy
that's
just cleaning up at the dice table.
2
Okay,
plus 2.
Make a luck roll then with disadvantage.
I got a plus 2 to my luck. Oh, that's a 14
yeah, hate to see it.
disadvantage.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Nat 20 and a 14. Still 14 isn't bad.
So 14's not bad. So, your bets on other people, you break totally even on it. You just can't seem to figure out who's going to be better. You know, like looking at them before they fight, and you just completely break even. But you also are betting on yourself, so you make 100 gold. You come out 100 gold to the good with the bets on yourself.
100 gold to the good. Wow, that's some good. That's some good gold. And I would like to I'd probably spar with some people, but not make bets on it because I need to train how to fight against people with swords, while I use my brass knuckles and shit.
Are you a rogue? Or
I'm a ranger.
I'm a monk.
A melee ranger.
I need a weapon. I need it. Is there a store here?
Yeah, you can buy any common item.
Any common item?
There's an armory. Like anything you look in the player's handbook and it's like, hey, here's starting equipment. You can have any of that. Like, you don't have a player's handbook. Let me pull it up real quick.
I'm on what's it called?
He's on D&D Beyond.
Are you wanting weapons?
Yes. I am wanting to find a weapon that works for me because I don't have.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
So
he had darts. He had darts.
So here it is. Yeah, you can buy a club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, sickle, spear, crossbow, light crossbow is what that is, dart, short bow, sling, battle axe, flail, glaive, great axe, great sword, halberd, lance, longsword, maul, morningstar, pike, rapier, scimitar, short sword, trident, warpick, warhammer, whip, blowgun, hand crossbow, heavy crossbow, longbow, or a net.
I think net's very tempting right there. I think I'm gonna buy that net. How much is how heavy is the net?
3 pounds, and it is a martial ranged weapon. Are you proficient in martial weapons?
I believe so, right?
Simple weapons and short swords.
Simple weapon.
So you can use it, but you won't be able to add your proficiency bonus to it when you use it.
All right, then what about the quarterstaff?
Simple. What is it that he can use? Simple weapons and what?
Short swords.
Okay, so here are the simple weapons.
I don't know why it says
club,
short
dagger,
swords with simple weapons.
Yeah, short swords are simple weapons, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't understand why it wouldn't be.
Oh, no, they're not. They are martial melee weapons.
Oh, okay. So you could use a short sword, which is...
Yeah, so simple weapons are club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, sickle, spear, light crossbow, dart, short bow, sling, and then you can also use a short sword.
Yeah, I think I want the quarterstaff.
Okay, so that is... Got 2 silver pieces. You can just have it. That's fine. You don't have to split up your gold with 2 friggin' silver pieces on a quarterstaff. So the way quarterstaff works, you will get to add your proficiency bonus to it. It does 1d6 if you hold it in one hand, or you can use it two-handed, and it hits for 1d8.
All right, d6, d8,
and you'll get to add your proficiency to hit.
You said proficiency to hit.
Yes, not to damage, but to hit. And it is not finesse, so you'll add your strength to it to use it.
Oh no.
So to hit, it'll be your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus, and then your damage will be 1d6 or 1d8.
I read that I can change my dexterity into my strength if it's anything that's like that, right? Because I got like a +1 in strength, but when I read it, it was like, oh, +4 because you have dexterity.
Yeah. Martial arts. Yep, first level. You use dexterity instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of your unarmed strikes and monk weapons.
Oh, nice!
Is a quarterstaff
a monk weapon?
Okay, that's what I was hoping for.
It is because you're proficient with it.
Yep.
Right, perfect. So then I have a +4 to it.
Yeah. So it's is your dex modifier +4?
Yeah, it says dexterity 18 +4.
Okay, so you have more than that to hit it. You have a +6 to hit. Because your proficiency bonus is +2, and you're proficient with it.
You see that.
So to hit, you'll roll 1d20 +6, and then your damage will be 1d6 or 1d8 +4, because you don't get to have that proficiency to damage.
So basically everything I do is +6. What you telling me?
Yeah, if you're using the right weapons, everything you attack with will be +6.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, so after a few days of y'all hanging out, making a shitload of money, apparently,
Loaded.
Esmir comes to you. He tells you it's time to meet your handler. And you go, so you're in this main room when he comes and tells you where all the activity always is. It's where the bar is. It's where all these tables, and random couches, and chairs are. There's even a few recliners in here. There's always someone in a recliner, though, when you come in. And half the time they're sleeping.
Damn it.
Yeah. And, and the recliners look so comfy. They're, none of them are new, but they look the perfect amount of old. You know, like the recliner that's seen some shit and come out the other side, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the right amount of beat up to be the best recliner. So, it takes you from this room into another room, and this room is a circular room that has these offshoots on it. Like one of these offshoots is the armory where Tajil bought his quarterstaff, and another one is the practice range where Rain made his money. And through exploring, y'all would have noticed this. Off to the left, there's like 10 doors that are locked. And he pulls out a key, unlocks one of those doors, takes you into it, and when you go in, not to freak you out, but it looks, I guess, a lot like an interrogation room would look in a police station.
I would have definitely broken into one of those rooms.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. Just saying you've done it. You've broken in and looked, so you've already seen this. It's just like a table with 2 chairs on either side of the table, and there's nothing else in the room. So even if you went around, like you went in and searched the room and stuff, there's nothing in here. Except for, those 5 things. So he leads you in, closes the door, locks it behind you. I don't remember his voice, so I should have changed it. But he walks over to the table and he's like, "All right, everybody sit down." I think this is what his voice was. He was just kind of grizzled old man.
Yeah, it was just that gravelly voice.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, you just did that gravelly voice. Yeah, Batman.
Yeah, Batman. I'm Batman. I mean, Esmir. I'm not Batman.
Who's Batman?
He's definitely Batman.
Uh-oh. They're on to me. Hey, quick, look over there so I can disappear.
I look over there.
Okay, so you turn back around and he's gone.
Whoa.
Whoa. What the?
The room's still
and then
locked.
He got me.
Yeah.
Wait, the room's
and
locked.
then he comes out from under the table and is like, "I don't know why I did that because I still have to talk to you guys. So I should have disappeared yet."
Yeah, and I'm not actually Batman.
Yeah, I'm not Batman because Batman wouldn't have came back out, and Batman still wouldn't be talking about it. He would just hope y'all.
He's stuffing a black
Where'd
mask.
you go? There's not even anything on this table. No cloak or anything. Like, where'd you go?
A batarang falls out of his pocket, and he steps on it real quick. That's just my pencil. But he's like,
really metallic pencil.
Oddly shaped pencil.
you know how Esmir, who's not Batman, likes his pencils.
Why are you talking about yourself that way?
He tells y'all to sit down at the table. He sits across from you if you sit down. And he's like, well, I got some good news.
I turn the chair around and sit in it backwards. The cool kid way.
Nah, he's like the cool youth pastor.
Yeah, cool youth pastor way.
This guy's gonna molest somebody.
Turn your hat backwards when you do it.
Now, guys, I just need to talk to you about, something real cool. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He's the coolest of cool.
How's your walk with the Lord? Do you need a best friend? So he's like,
when I find people are tempting me with crime and drugs, I like to go to my best friend, Jesus Christ. Drugs?
Did you say drugs? Who has drugs?
Wait.
I've only been finding drinks this whole time. What are you, drugs?
Drugs? Drugs? Not drinks.
There's drugs here. Are people really giving... Where are the people also that give out these free drugs I was promised in middle school?
What?
Well, no, elementary school. You didn't go to Dare where they were like, listen...
I didn't hear you say that.
You cut out.
All through... Oh, okay. I said, where are these free drugs I was promised all through elementary school, too?
I know.
Yeah, the
see those.
first
I
time's
did-
free, right?
That happened to me once in Chicago.
Really? I've never been offered free drugs. Like in elementary
I've
school,
been offered free
Well,
drugs.
you have to go to
I
all
don't know
these
if they were
things where
free.
they're like, hey, this is what adult life is like. Ready? About once a day, someone's gonna come up to you and be like, hey, want to smoke this pot with me? And you just say no. I'm like,
No.
really? You know, and then you grow up, and I'm like, I'm 32. That has yet to happen, really.
Really?
Well, no, I mean, it has happened, but it's people I know.
I was about to say,
You know what
it's
I mean?
happened to me multiple times where people are offering it to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm just not. I'm good for now. Brett,
No, it's people I know.
you've done this to
that
me.
do it. right. That's what I'm saying. It's not like they act like you'll just be doing what Orion's story is about to be. I think you're just walking down the street and someone's like, "Hey, do you want?" Or they would even tell stories where it's like, "Do you want some free drugs to take home with you?" And you're like,
See that?
you say yes, and then you'll do it, and then they do it because you'll do those drugs, and then you'll come back and find them and be like, "I need more drugs," and I'm like, I don't think they really do that though.
Brett's never had anybody do that because he does it to everybody else. He's the one who offers free drugs.
That explains it.
I also like to cosplay as a cop a lot. Just in my everyday life, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Oh,
Because
you're
I
trying to
don't
get
think cops
somebody.
get offered drugs as much as normal people, but I can't be sure.
I'm a businessman.
Okay, so
Anyways, Batman.
yeah, so he's like, so the good news is, you got a real lazy DM that didn't want to come up with a new NPC, so, you two got assigned to me as your handler. And I
Well, we can
think,
only learn from the best Batman.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And I've
Dude just
been here for a long time, and I don't know much about bats, but I'm definitely a man. You know what I'm saying? So, the two of you worked really well together, and I think the other dude with you, the one that was kind of a douchebag, smelled a little bit like piss last time I saw
Yeah.
y'all. You know the guy?
Yeah, he pissed his pants last time. Yeah.
Did he? Did he actually piss his pants? I thought I smelled it.
Are you the guy
There's
that
no way
controls
it's y'all.
bats and just like clocks people on the top of the head? Sorry.
So
Yeah, he just
This
grabbed me
job
for
didn't
no
really
reason
seem-
and threw me against a wall last time.
yeah, this job is going to require more subtlety than I think he's capable of. And also, I didn't get assigned to him, which I'm okay with. Fuck that guy, right? So
Yeah. I was very subtle. Got it.
yeah. This is shit on Caleb's session because he has plans.
I was super subtle. No one even caught me.
I didn't even know
That's
the guy
right,
was around me.
Yeah, that's right. You caused a lot of property damage, which whatever.
I hope those guys
So-
were not paid actors because they're dead.
You know, he's got to pay him. So, all right. So, here's the job. He reaches in his cloak and he pulls out two like rolled up sheets of paper. Let's see.
I'm going to mention I did not find the pockets in this cloak, so I don't know how he keeps doing that stuff.
Oh, there's pockets on the inside.
Where? Show me.
Yeah,
I've
look,
added
look
a
right
couple
here.
extra
Look, open it
pockets.
up and put your arm here. Right, put your hand down a little bit. You feel that hidden pocket?
Thanks.
Yeah. There's one on the other side too. Same place.
Same place. Do the same thing.
Same place.
Yeah. Same thing, but other side.
I've
You've
added
added
6
some extra
pockets. I've added 6 pockets to my cloak.
Oh, that's great. Now you just need 4 more Molotov cocktails.
Exactly. I pull out like
so
a
I'm
little.
looking at my notes.
Mr. Handler, what's
How-
your favorite color?
How do you say the word for that spear that I said wrong? Apparently,
Which one?
it's not Nagenta or Nagenta.
Oh.
It's not Nagenta. I'm just looking at my notes and I saw it again, and I didn't know how to spell it, and I spelled it exactly like how you would pronounce Nagenta.
Naginata?
Naginata? That's got to be it. That's so much more Japanese. I think.
When
I
do
said
we
that
go to
last
Japan?
You
Anyway.
did say that last time. You're like, oh, that sounds so much more Japanese.
Yeah, that's gotta be it, right? So,
It's not definitely not magenta, which is almost the color.
Almost another word too. No,
I forgot. That's why I had a note Lady Magenta on here.
That's Keith's one. That's well, see, I think that's why it's pronounced wrong. The only time I've ever heard it said was in a TV show, and it's a stoner guy that has one, and he calls it the Magenta, and then his doctor friend is trying to go into business, like a partnership with another doctor that happens to be black, and it's just a comedy of errors where he keeps doing really dumb things and seeming racist even though he's not. Like at their party, he wants them to wear all white, so the sign to go into the party says whites only.
God.
And like his friends show up and they're like, wow, so when are the tar and feather guys like getting here? And he's like, what are you talking about? And they're like, your sign, it's super racist. He's like, no, it's not. White clothes only. Like, that doesn't say clothes. That says whites only. Like, that's super racist. And he freaks out, like takes the sign down, and then he's agreed to let this stoner sing. And like everybody's weirded out because a few things like that have happened, and then the stoner gets up there and sings about his Nagenta and how much he loves his Nagenta. And that's like the last straw. And the black doctor's like, yeah, I don't think we can work together.
That's it. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, he's holding the spear and singing to it. And of course it's black. And at one point he says, I love my big black Nagenta. I think that's when the other guy's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, we I don't think we can be partners. He's like, it's his spear. He's singing about the spear, though. And he's like, no, I gotta go. Okay. So anyway, so he unfurls the first one, and it is it's kind of like blueprints, is what it looks like. Not kind of like, it is blueprints. He slides it over to you, and then he unfurls the other one. It's smaller, and it is a sketch of a man with he's a bald head and a little bit handsome, I guess. Good jawline, right? Slides it over to you, and he says, "This is Bruce. This is Bruce Brain. Bruce Bane, and
oh God,
he runs this precinct right here." He points at the blueprints. He's like, "This is a guard precinct. This man is in possession of some information that he doesn't need to have, and he needs to be removed. You can do it any way you prefer, but I've provided you with blueprints to this precinct because you're going to get paid a bonus. I'm going to give you 500 gold to split between the two of you if you kill this man. And if you kill him inside his precinct, you get 500 more gold to split between the two of you."
So we can get 500.
Which might not sound like a lot of gold to y'all because y'all just been like making fucking money the last 2 days.
That was my first. That was the first thought. I was like, well, I think I might be able to make more money just sitting here hanging out a couple more days.
I think someone else should kill him, and then I'll just take their money and dice. Like,
yeah,
it's much safer.
Yeah, that's all right. So wait, we get 500 each if we kill him in the precinct, and then if
That's
not, just out on the street. What happens if I kill him just with the red cloak? No one sees my identity. I'm just like, I just got it out there. Can I just kill him out in the street, and you still pay me? Loud as hell. Everybody knows about it. Like the red cloaks did this. Just wanted to make sure that it's okay that I bring light to us. If I got to do this in secret, no red cloak should be involved. That's a thing. Just let me know. I just need to know. I see him in the street on site. Just kill him. and I get away.
We don't necessarily want to flaunt that it was us. I think we'd prefer for everyone to assume it was us, but also if you're seen and identified as one of us, that's fine. It won't affect your payment in any way.
Okay. As you gotta get away.
Bonus for killing him inside the precinct is so that to sow a little bit more chaos where I make the guards look bad, right? Like the captain of the guards over in this sector isn't even safe in his own office.
What if we burn down the entire precinct?
This guy and his freaking Molotov cocktails. Somebody can stop him from going to the bar.
That'll work if he's inside of it when it burns down.
Okay. Do you know where I could get his scent?
Interesting question.
I do know his home address if you want it, and he writes that on the top of these blueprints, an address.
I take the paper. Okay.
All right.
You have any questions?
Why are we killing him again?
He has information.
Yeah, he has information that he should not.
So we don't need to get the information. We just need to stop him from being able to spread it. What if he's already spread it to someone else?
So far, he hasn't. If he has, we'll know if he has before you kill him, and I will contact you, and the mission will change. Actually, everybody take one of these. I haven't decided how I want to make these in this world.
Just
one of the things when I was giving background that I didn't say about this world is back in the time of Ulrich, the technology was incredible, and some of it has been basically there was a dark age after that war where a lot of it was lost, and some things have been rediscovered or found. And some things have been found, and they've figured out how to duplicate them, and some things they've found that they don't know how to remake it, but they know how to use it. And all of those things seem to be powered by these stones, like these torches, or these torches are one of these things that have been recovered from that age. Oh no, he'll just, you know what? I was getting away to talk to you, but actually he'll just give you a. Oh, what did I call them, Orion? What are the things called that you write messages with?
Pens or pencils?
No. You don't know what I'm talking about? Okay. Are
you talking from our monk campaign? Because it's been fucking years.
Yes, y'all had one. Quinn gave y'all one. I know, but it had a name that was real simple that I liked. It was like a slate or just a board or something. Doesn't matter. He pulls out a little block of wood. Like it looks, like a 2x4 or something that's been cut short, so it's about the length of a keyboard. And he sets it on the table. On the top of it, you see there are, running across the top, there are all these little notches for something to be put down in. And then right under that, there's a groove cut into it, so that this quill that's laying there can lay in it. And, God, what did I call him? That's going to drive me crazy. Anyway, he pulls out somebody tell me a color.
Purple.
Okay, he pulls out an amethyst, and this little bitty amethyst stone, and screws it down into the top left slot that's running across the top that's open, and he slides it across the table to you, and he's I'd say he gives you both one. He puts an amethyst in both of them, slides them across the table to you, and he says, have you ever seen one of these? You guys can roll history to see if you've ever seen one or know what they are.
Negative, Ghost Rider. I've not seen this. What is this?
No, I've never seen one either.
Okay, or you don't have to roll. You can just say you've never seen it.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Perfect.
I don't know what
I like that too. All right, this is how I'm going to get in touch with you if I need you. If this amethyst right here starts flashing, I need you to press it. Just press down on it until the flashing stops and the amethyst stays lit up. And then this quill will write a message on the wood from me. Okay? If you need to say something back, when it's done, write it back. Put the pen back, turn your board off. By pushing the amethyst again, I'll get the message.
Hocus shit.
If your orders change at any point, I'll let you know through this.
Fair enough. All right, cool. So just keep this board on me at all times. Waiting for it to light up. Got you.
That's right.
All right, fair enough. And all we gotta do is just kill this. What was his name again?
His name is Bruce Bane.
Bane. We gotta kill Bane.
Bane. We gotta kill Bane.
Bane.
Woose Bane. But it's just Bruce, though. Yeah.
All right.
So, any more questions? Or you gonna feel comfortable completing this assignment?
How important is this guy? Does he have a lot of security around him at all times?
So
how do you get this information? Anyways, that's it. I'm just thinking too much into it. I think y'all might have some ulterior motives sometimes. But anyways,
definitely we do. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm working for you right now. You gave me a cloak. I'm gonna pay for this cloak first, and then maybe we'll figure it out. So
basically, though, he's there is the captain of the guards, and she is in charge of all. She is like
the
bitch.
Top
guard. She's in charge. Of course, she is. She's
in
charge of all of them.
Is it the same one that we
guard?
I was just diving.
Is it what?
She might be the one. She's the one that maybe killed you, almost killed you, threw you, whatever she did.
Yeah.
You're breaking up so bad.
Yeah, he's breaking up, but I'm assuming he's talking about the lady that threw me. Yeah. She
the lady
threw
that
me.
threw him.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
Y'all can roll history and see if you would know if she's captain of the guard.
Oh.
Or not.
I don't know.
History has +1. Sorry, I didn't put that on there. 12.
I don't know what Orion said. Did he say he wasn't rolling?
I didn't.
I'm not rolling.
I heard
Yeah, my connection's real bad right now. I might have to reset my internet.
Is it that bitch? Wait, he didn't. All right.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, he was just like, "I'll be right back." Was it her? Anyway, well, I guess you can wait for that.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. You don't know what the you don't know the captain of the guard's name. I really thought it was a woman too, but I'm looking at her notes and I didn't write down the name of the captain of the guard.
What was the name of the bitch that threw me?
You didn't get her name, but
Cunt.
She definitely seemed. She had an air, like, that's probably why your mind went straight to her when he said it, is she had this air of importance about her, you know, and her head held high, nose up in the air, especially from your point of view, you know, like, yeah, she had her nose up in there, she was so much better than you, but you, no, you would know this, because I said this, you saw that she was wearing a badge.
Yeah.
So she is a, fuck, did I call them law keepers or law bringers?
It was law keepers. They're law keepers.
Yeah. So she is a law keeper. You don't know if she is a super important one or just a regular one, but she is not a member of the guards because she is a law keeper. Right, which is I say this every time I talk about law keepers because it's the reason I like them is I've modeled them very much after Jedi. They
so a law keeper she'd be kind of like a high status, but she wouldn't be a guard.
She's basically above the guards, right?
Yeah.
And the law keeper, so remember there's all these monk monasteries spread out in different cities. that all focus on a different ideal of Ulrich. And the one in this city is justice. And the law keepers come from the Justice Monastery. And all of the known world is on this continent. And the law keepers basically consider themselves, they're the world police. They can go around, there's different governments on this continent doing different things. And like basically every big city is a little country. But they don't just have power here in Voghelm. They can go to other countries and do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, they're not going to go do things like y'all did last session, right? Like they're not going to go burn down bars and then flash a badge and get away with it. I would say no one has ever heard of a lawkeeper like doing something crazy like that. They're more like the Jedi where shit starts popping off and a lawkeeper shows up and does crazy shit that people didn't know you could do and like captures the bad guy and leaves with him. And everybody's like, yeah, that's cool. You can take him.
He must have done something stupid.
Right. Yeah. Also, like, have you seen the Star Wars movies? Like, I don't know how many you've seen.
Some not all.
So, in one of in episode 2.
You said movies. You said,
like,
okay, wait. Episode 2, like the second movie?
No, well, it's the 6th movie they made because George Lucas numbered them like a genius. 4, 5, 6, and they made 1, 2, 3. So in episode 2, they do this thing that, like, I see they'd be very lawkeeper. It's the Jedi, 2 Jedi go into a bar and they're looking for a criminal, and they find her, and they like go up to talk to her, and she clocks them and pulls out a gun and shoots at them, and one of the Jedi like deflects the blast, cuts her arm off, as she falls on the ground. And he like turns his lightsaber off, puts it back on his belt, and he's going to like pick her up. And while he's doing that, the other Jedi that's with him turns around because, of course, this has stopped everything, right? Like everyone's turned and looked at it. Another Jedi just looks at everybody and goes, "Jedi business, go back to your drinks." And everybody's like, "Okay," and just lets them do their thing. That is like a lawkeeper arresting someone scenario, right? Like,
yeah,
they might come into a bar, there's a little scuffle, they take the guy out, and they flash a badge. They're like, "Hey,
your mom's a little scuffle,"
and they go, "How did you know? Did she tell you that?"
Hey, the only notes I found about your board calls it a board.
I think I called it a board. Yeah,
like that's all I found was checks the board Quinn gave him.
I think it called it a board. I think I had lore behind it, like when they first found them, they called them writing boards or
probably
some like long name board, of like talking about or like referencing how you can talk across long distances with it. And then as language does, it just got shortened over a few decades to board, and everybody just calls it a board.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were basically all I told Keith-Wan while you were gone, and then gushed about Star Wars for a little bit and how lawkeepers are Jedis. Is
but bad.
You know that the woman that
the Jedi
slammed
Tajil.
Yeah, Tajil into the wall.
Bitch.
Is not the captain of the guard because she
Okay.
was wearing a lawkeeper badge.
Oh, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, the way this city works. There's the captain of the guard that is, so it's captain of the guard.
Mm-hmm.
She is the top guard, right? She's in charge of all the guards. And then there are the city's broken up into different, the only words I can think of put a certain number on it, and I'm not ready to put a certain number on it, like octet or quadrant. And I'm like, well, I don't want to split it into 8s or 4s. But basically, there's different sectors in the city that all have a precinct that rules that sector. So this Bruce Bane is a captain of the sector.
Captain of the sector. Okay.
So he has the main. So like his precinct is in charge of this one sector of the city. So there's somewhere between 8 and 12 of these,
and they're basically like the step under captain of the guard. So you're not killing the main person in charge of the police force, but you're killing, someone right under him.
But he's bad, right?
Yeah, of course he is.
Right.
Yeah,
The cloaks wouldn't want you to kill him if he was good. He's got to be bad.
Okay.
Yeah, we're the good guys.
He's corrupt, man.
Relatable.
All the guards are corrupt.
Yeah.
Hey.
All guards are corrupt.
Yeah, every one of them. All
Right.
bad apples,
I mean,
Okay.
fair enough. You either live long enough, or you die a hero, or live long enough to see yourself as a villain, right?
Yeah.
That's right, man. Unless you're a cloak, and then you just stay a hero and warrior of the people,
Yeah.
Because the dude in charge of this, he's got everything figured out.
Yeah.
So,
To live long enough.
right, maybe he just hadn't lived long enough yet.
Maybe.
So,
That's why we kill them before they live long.
all right. So, if y'all don't have any more questions for him, he lets you go. And again, like the last mission, he says there's not really a time frame on it, but he would like you to do it as quickly as possible so that the plan. He basically insinuate, hey, we're not going to put a timer on you, but also if you take too long, he might spill the beans on this secret, and then that might change the job and make it tougher for you.
They want us to kill this guy real quick, Rain.
Let's go do it now.
Are you busy?
Nah.
All right, let's go do it.
Let's go to his house.
Straight up. I don't need to kill him in the church. I got plenty of money right now.
I got plenty of money too.
You can always have more, man.
That is
Don't-
true. How about you just
don't-
pay us more for killing him in general?
Oh, Esmir left.
Oh,
When y'all
oh.
said you didn't have more questions.
Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
also, I would say he left and left y'all in here in case y'all wanted to, stay in here and scheme.
All right.
He
How
probably even said that
about?
before
Is there a way I can check my XP? Is that a thing? Can I do that? Do I want to get to like level 2, or do we want to go fight at level 1?
Can we go
Yeah.
grind somewhere, Brett?
That's basically what I
Yeah.
want to know. Like, can I get
Um,
a little bit stronger? Like, wait, do I have to do this right now, or am I going to go like level 1?
We need to kill. You need to kill 30 commoners to get enough experience to level up to level 2.
60. 60, because you're splitting it in half.
Oh,
60
shit, if we're split in
commoners?
half.
Well, you,
yeah.
well, you could kill 30 each, right?
It's-
And then
it's-
you're good.
It's 300 XP for level 2, and then 10 XP per commoner.
I don't think I want to just kill common people. Dude.
So,
They're just common
It's
dudes,
25
dude.
XP for guards. So if we just kill all the guards, that would be,
I mean, I can go do that. I can get behind some bad grub guards.
Also,
So
I was
this
looking-
is how I was doing experience with y'all being low level.
yeah.
This will definitely change and be way more streamlined as you get higher level because the stair step gets like exponential
Ridiculous?
XP grows exponentially like it's crazy. Yes. But for this one, I've been kind of keeping up with actions you've done and like kills you've got, and I gave you a little bit of experience for completing the quest. And basically, no matter what you do, turning this quest in is going to bump you up to level 2.
I'd hope so.
And I will probably do a system like that till you get to level somewhere between level 3 and 5, and then I'll just start being like
Milestones.
milestones. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
get to this point in the story, you've earned a level.
Yeah,
You know,
I've literally never
or if
used
you do
X-
something super cool, like if I'm like at this milestone, they get a level, and then y'all go on a total different side adventure that I wasn't expecting. I'll be like, okay, this is the new milestone level. So it's not super set in stone, but I will eventually transition to fuck experience because it's like it starts very quickly. It's like you need 150,000
Yeah.
experience. To
There's a reason I don't do experience with campaigns and shit.
Mhm.
I'd rather level you up as I feel like it.
So, Rain,
Yeah.
do you think you've seen my skills? You know my diving skills.
Yes, I've totally seen you dive.
Yeah, but you don't actually know what happened in the dungeon when we went in there. 'Cause,
I mean, you came out alive.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
something.
man, you did good in the dungeon.
There was so
That's
much
funny.
going on in that dungeon.
I believe you.
All right, whatever. The thing is that
Rain doesn't.
do you
And you don't even have to roll inside. Yeah, he clearly doesn't.
Yeah, he obviously doesn't.
Yeah, you're a badass. Sure, buddy.
do you think that we are into the point, or do we need a training phase?
I've been training for the last 3 days. I think
Training
we just go do
montage.
this.
All right, let's
I have
do
a
this.
certain set of skills that will make this easy.
You're right. I've been a monk for a while.
I wouldn't
Is
go
monk-
around saying
is-
that too much.
Is a monk like supposed to be like a religion, or is that just your,
So
It does not have to be religious.
Okay.
yeah, so this is how it works in this, like in this world, is your class is a monk, but your character wouldn't call himself a monk,
Yeah, I'm not a
right?
monk.
Like you are someone that fights with your hands, and then
Like I said, I wouldn't say
followers
that
of-
too loud in the middle of the cloak
Right.
space.
exactly the followers of Ulrich they all call themselves monks, and some of them in D&D are fighters and rogues and paladins and so, right. So it's a
And
little
Genasi.
confusing. Right, some of them are races. So it does make it a little confusing, but like that is a word in the world that means something different than in D&D.
Okay,
If
fair
that
enough.
makes sense. Your character wouldn't say I'm a monk. I don't know what he would call himself, but I don't think actually most people say things like that, right? Like
Right,
that's a really
so I don't-
D&D thing for people to go, I'm the rogue. I don't think anyone that's ever lived that like was a true rogue ever said, I'm a rogue. You know, they were like,
Hey,
I think all those people were just like, I'm a badass.
I'm a ranger.
All right. That makes more sense.
Forest ranger.
Now. Okay,
Oh, forest
that's
ranger.
fair enough. All right, let's go run it. Let's go do this real quick. Let's go get paid.
Okay.
Go have some drinks. Celebrate.
Let's go to his house and find his scent, and then I'll be able to track him easier.
You couldn't do that by yourself. All right, let's go. Let's head over there right now. Let's go.
Okay.
Come on. Come
Okay,
on.
we go to his house. I go to the address that I was given by Esmir.
Okay. Are you just going right now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Whatever time it is, we're going right now.
Okay.
We're going
We'll
right
figure it
now.
out.
So
Wing
so
this
you
shit.
get there. It's a little before noon. Right? It's about 11:00, and
That is a little before noon.
you a little bit, yeah, about an hour, about 60ish minutes.
Yeah.
Minutes. So as you follow the address, you're in this really slummy area. Remember, you come.
It's really nice that you
We'll
cut
say-
out, so you said really slummy area, come.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
You leave. I would say also they gave both of you a key to get into this little
The Thieves Guild.
the Thieves Guild. I can't think of a name for it. So yeah, into this little Thieves Guild area. So you have a way to get in and out. And so you leave the slummy area and you're following the address. I would say y'all know where it is, right? Y'all know street names and shit.
Yeah.
And it takes you. So basically, his house is just a few blocks away from the Monastery of Justice, which is, if you remember, Monastery of Justice. It's in the center of town, and then the buildings and houses that are the closest to it. There's a little bit of a ring around it where nothing has been built. But then once you hit the area where things have started being built, these are the nicest buildings in the town for a good bit, right? And he's like 4 or 5 blocks away from the Monastery of Justice. So he has very lavish house. You can see it well before you get to it. It's 3 stories tall, which is about on par with most of the buildings around here. It is. You see a few buildings around that are like gaudy. His isn't. It seems to be built practical, but still nice. No expense was spared, but also he didn't build this house to look pretty as much as just be a good, solid house that he clearly spent a lot of money on.
All right. As we're
There
walking
is some pretty heavy traffic on the street, but as you're walking there, what, Tajiel?
what all do you need to like smell? Do you need to like smell his doorknob? Like, it's
Yeah, I was just gonna walk up to his door and smell his doorknob.
I mean that'll give you his scent or like what's up? Like do we have to get in? These are some nice houses.
We shouldn't have to get in. I'm gonna walk by it, smell the doorknob, and then leave. There might be a couple of different scents, but once we're at the
Are we door knocking them?
Yeah, you wanna
make it look natural?
You wanna doorknob ditch them?
Yeah.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah, we'll doorknob ditch.
And just kick his door down a little bit and then just like run away after you smell it, of course.
I gotta smell it first. No matter what, I gotta smell it.
Yeah, what if you get the wrong scent?
I mean, hopefully there's multiple. If there's multiple scents, I should still be able to pick out his once we're in the precinct.
So much confidence you have in your skills.
Yeah,
That is the truth.
Why wouldn't I have confidence?
Are
in
you
my
sure
skills?
you don't want to try to get into something that's more common? Like, let's see. Because, I mean, we're going to come up to and touch his doorknob, you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to actually sniff over here?
I don't really want to try to break into his house and then let him find out that I broke into his house. It's like the middle of the day. There's a lot of traffic. Look at this. And he like sticks his arm out and accidentally hits somebody. See? I just hit that
like
person.
you said, there's a lot of traffic. You can also see guard patrols walking around. This is one of the most well-guarded areas in the city.
Yeah,
because,
so
like I said, it's so close to the monastery.
Walk by the door, sniff it, see what scents I can pick up, and go.
All right, we're just going to start beating up some random people. We're going to be like Batman. We're going to figure this out.
Yeah, we're going to be like Batman. And then we're going to go kill this Bruce Bane.
All right, fair enough. I'll watch.
Okay. So I'm going to walk by his house and try to sniff his door.
Okay, no, you got to break it down way better than that. So you're walking down this main street. It is cobblestones isn't the right word. That's not what I picture. It's more like it's stone, but all the stones are cut to look identical to each other.
So it's like brick
plain,
but stone,
pristine. Yeah, but bigger, right? It's almost like a bunch of center block, like the top of center blocks is kind of what it looks like that have been fit together. Except not fit together. They've been there's mortar or something like bricks, right? But they're bigger stones, like more like center block size, and it's clean. Like it looks like it gets pressure washed all the time or something, even though pressure washers don't exist. And
I mean, I bet you there's a spell that does that.
Yeah, magic.
Probably is. That might be how they do it.
I mean, prestidigitation does like cleans clothing and stuff. So I'm sure if you just use prestidigitation
in a 5-foot cube, it would be ridiculous. They pay wizards every night to just walk for hours using prestidigitation cleaning.
Once a week, anyway. they have these like brooms that automatically cast it.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's on Thursday nights.
You're not allowed to park your carriage on the road that night.
Yeah, because the prestidigitation brooms sweep the streets that day.
Yeah.
So I got to write that down. That's canon.
All by themselves too. There's no actual people using them. They just go through by themselves.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Digitation brooms on Thursdays.
What's a Thursday? No.
And we will think of a better name for those brooms later. But anyway, so then all the houses aren't sitting on the main road; they're all a little bit back from it. So he has about a 10-foot walkway of this same type of stone to get to his door, and then there are 3 steps that lead up to his thick, heavy, like oaken door that has It has a silver-colored handle, unlike most of the doors around here that seem to put gold on things anywhere they can, like handles. And
I'm going to not wear a cloak or anything. I'm gonna just be my light armor. I don't have any weapons on me right now because I don't have my bow with me. At least I don't have any visible weapons, I should say. I've got a bag, but that's it. I'm going to walk up to his door, standing tall and straight, like I mean to be there. I'm going to pull something out of my pocket, and then I'm going to pretend to knock on the door so that way anybody looking would think I'm knocking on the door while holding something. And then I'm gonna try to sniff the door, like as if I'm like looking to see like trying to get a glance. I'm gonna like move around like I'm trying to glance into a window or something, and I'm gonna sniff and try to catch his scent. And then if I can catch it, I'm gonna just kind of shrug and turn away from the door and walk away.
Okay, well, that's definitely a performance check.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So I want you to make that. And
okay,
what's Tajil doing while he's up there doing his little?
As he goes cloakless, I'm over here with my cloak on at the edge of his, or on the sidewalk, before he gets to like his property. And I'm just looking around to see if I can find any guards or anyone that looks like they have authority or might get him in trouble. Ask questions.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
I see. Yeah, you did roll a 7. I want, before we finish this scene up, I want Tajil to
Dang it. Roll.
You can do perception or investigation. I'm fine with you just relying on your senses to see if you see anything, or rolling investigation because you're looking for something specific.
12. 10, 12. 10 plus 2.
12. Okay. So with your 12, you see you see Rain go up to the door, and you're watching him and looking all around, and he looks so fucking awkward. As he goes up, he acts like he knocks on the door, and it does kind of look like he knocked on the door, but it also looks like he's never knocked on a door before. Kind of like most people just reach up and knock on the door, but he has his arm at like a 45-degree angle because he's trying to fake knock on the door and lean to look in the window at the same time, and then he leans in and you see him like sniff the door. And you see that as you're glancing around, and then at the end of the street, off to your right, it is about a block down, closer to the monastery. You see that same lawkeeper that busted you the other night, and when you look at her, you make eye contact with her, because she is looking directly at you.
All right,
and then you see her head turn and look at Rain.
Oh, dang it. Oh, so she saw him. I can see that she saw him see him.
Yeah, you see her look at you.
And she
like
sees
you
me.
make eye contact with her because she's already looking at you when you see her, and then she turns and looks at Rain, and looks like there's a chance she's put something together, right?
She knows we're together. All right, cool.
Rain, why don't you roll a
I ain't running
survival for us to pick up a scent?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's usually the tracking one.
That's what I assumed.
10 plus 6, 16.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
I'm good at it.
My short ass, I'm going to throw a rock at him.
Okay, so I'll say this. You get about... You pick up about 10 cents on this door. That sounds like you found a dime at the door.
Yeah, it does.
You pick up about the smell of 10 different individuals. How would a dog organize scents in their brain, though? Like...
You got to go from,
like, for example,
savory to sweet.
Could a dog smell something that belongs to someone they don't know and know what gender they are?
I think there could be some assumption.
You know what I mean?
Now it doesn't mean that they know what, if it's like.
Okay.
I think there is probably some stuff that's like, oh, that smells like an orc, like the way their skin like has like a different like feel to it and everything, like scent, like probably smells a little bit different, a little more leathery or something. Yeah, they don't take showers.
So,
you know, and then like
that
probably
makes sense. Yep.
humans smell.
Well, humans probably have a smell that varies, right? Orcs have a smell that varies.
Yeah,
So
they all have smells that vary, but it's like they still have somewhat distinctive smells. Like there's ways you can tell.
Oh, right. All orcs don't smell the same, but they all smell like an orc with a hint of, their own personal smell.
Yeah,
so I would say
not all orcs are related, but they still smell somewhat the same.
Wait, they're not?
No, all orcs are not related. I don't know why I have to keep having this conversation with my players, but
So, well, this is my world, so maybe they are.
Oh, that's true.
So,
what orc is touching this doorknob anyway?
So I'll say you pick up about 10 different smells on this door, but you're able to quickly run them through your brain as you're smelling, and you can, for whatever reason, you can strike 4 of them out. For sure there's 4 that are not him. And
one of these is a halfling, and I know he's not a halfling. I can smell the halfling behind me watching me right now.
Yo. I'm trying to hit him in the head.
So yeah, you make an attack roll, Tajil, as you throw this rock at him, and
we're gonna do bardic inspiration rolls for his attack roll on me.
Initiative? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if there's a plus for any attack unless you're legit.
Probably strength. You're throwing it strength, I think.
It could be strength or dex, right?
I think it's only dex if it's a thrown weapon, specifically made to be a thrown weapon. Then it's usually strength, but I could be wrong.
Oh, well then it's a 10 if it's just strength.
If it's strength, it's a 10. If it's dex, it's a 13. Do either one of those even hit you?
No.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Well, can I at least hit him and just hey, what is that? I'm not trying to cause you harm. I'm just trying to hey.
Oh, no. I know that you weren't going to roll damage, but you're throwing a rock at him, which is why you made an attack roll at him, but you don't hit him. You're aiming to hit him, but
it hits the door next to me.
Yeah, well,
breaks the glass.
I think he hits the door. I was really hoping you were going to roll a 1, and then hell yeah, you were going to break a window.
He hits the door, and then it sounds like somebody knocked on the door, so somebody actually comes to it when I didn't want them to.
That's actually really good. Yeah, so I think with a 10 or a 13, either one, you don't hit him, but you do hit the door. And Rain, you see a rock bounce off the door.
I'm gonna try to catch it before it hits the ground.
Okay, make a.
Where are you catching my rock?
Let's just do a dexterity check.
At least look back here. Come on. Look at me.
19 plus 3, 22.
Woo! Yeah, you catch it. It bounces off the door, and you catch it
I put it in my pocket.
Inches away from the door. You catch it, put it in your pocket, and as you put it in your pocket, you hear, "Coming!" from the other side of the door.
I immediately start walking away from the door.
Okay. So it's about the time you get back down into the crowd of people, the door opens. And if you look back, you've just got back into the main road, so no one. Well, this old woman has no reason to suspect you.
Yeah,
she just kind of looks around confused. And
I don't look.
The door.
I don't look back. I just keep walking, back the way I came from.
When I threw the rock, I started walking away from the wall keeper over there.
Okay, which way did Rain start walking?
Back the way that I knew he was.
Well, I pictured him at least being directly across the street.
Then I'm going to back the way we came from.
Okay, so you're walking away from the monastery as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all start. Also, I'm not gonna make you roll to find each other or anything. Y'all start weaving through traffic and bump. Meet back up.
Yeah, I mean,
as you're still headed away from the monastery.
I'm like an all-black hundling. It's kind of you can find me pretty easily. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in this area, a lot of people are wearing really bright clothes.
Yeah.
To show off their wealth. So yeah, you'd stick out a little bit being all black.
Also, my height is 5'9".
Not fancy armor.
So I'm exactly 1 foot taller than him.
Which helps him find you somehow.
Yeah, he knows exactly what height to look for.
Right. Yeah, he puts a ruler on the top of his head and is
Fuck
like,
his
all right,
height.
who's this tall? Okay, so y'all come back together walking down the street here.
Okay.
Did you get a scent?
Yeah, I got a couple different scents. I'll be able to find him if he's in the precinct.
So we're gonna like what happens if you find like a couple other different scents in the precinct? Because we're going to the precinct and we're gonna like go fight. I ain't going to jail.
I mean, we're trying to kill a guard captain in the middle of a precinct. We're not going to jail, no matter what.
Are you ready to do this right now? Just get it over with. I saw the law keeper. She saw me see her, see you, me look at you.
What lawkeeper?
The one that threw me earlier. So she knows we were at his house. I don't know if he's like actually important or anything.
If she's a lawkeeper, she's not a guardsman. That's different,
Hey.
right?
The reason I threw the rock is because she saw me. And I saw her see you. So
You saw her see me see you. Wait.
no, I saw her. And she saw me see her, see you, see. No, you didn't see her, but I saw her see you and me. I think she put it together. She saw me see you, see her, you, me, and her.
You saw her see me and see why'd you let her see
God
me?
damn it.
I was just being a lookout, looking for
But
guards.
Not a very good lookout if she saw you see me or saw
She
you and saw me.
Recognized me. I didn't
I'll
even
look
look at
upstairs.
you. I saw her see you and then look at me.
Why weren't
and
you
look-
hiding? Why did she see you so easily?
Why
if you
am
saw
I hiding?
her? If you saw her, why'd you
Oh,
just
what am I
stand
hiding
there?
from?
Are you the one who threw the rock at me?
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
I needed to get your attention.
Yeah, you got the
'Cause
house
she
person.
saw
The
me.
person in the house. Yeah, she saw you see me.
No. I saw
No.
her see you and me.
God damn it.
How does she know that I'm with you though? Unless you were like staring at me, because she never saw me. She didn't see
I
me
wasn't
last.
staring at you. I was staring at her.
Then how do you know she saw me and knew that we were together? If she
I
saw
don't
you
know.
and you saw me and you saw her,
I felt like she was making connections. I don't think she's stupid. She's a law keeper. She's got to be some kind of smart. Or maybe she's like superstitious.
if she
I
was
don't
some
know.
kind of smart, she would have just arrested you the other night when she first saw you.
I didn't do anything the other night. I wasn't doing anything tonight either, but I just,
Yeah, she threw you against the wall,
Technically.
didn't she? When you didn't do anything.
and she let me go. You know
Yeah.
why? Because I didn't do anything.
And then right after that,
Yeah.
her place gets stolen from. I'm sure she didn't connect those dots.
After someone else
And
completely,
the building
they saw
beside
me.
it set on
Yeah.
fire?
Sets on fire because the guards saw me before the fire came, dude. Anyways,
What fire?
That's
What
still not a
fire?
good look for you, Keetwan. No, they know I'm cool because they saw me right before the fire started.
But they never saw
So
me before the fire started.
So I definitely couldn't have. They couldn't have been like, this
I
dude's
was-
suspicious.
I
And then a
wasn't
fire
looking
starts,
at
and
you.
like, not the suspicious guy. He wasn't a fire guy.
I wasn't even over
saw
there.
it.
I was
See-
suspicious, but I wasn't even over there.
You don't
I was
even
on the
so
opposite side.
You saw her see me, but you don't know if she actually saw me as part of with you. You were just seeing me and seeing her.
Yeah, I was trying to warn you because, like, I saw her,
Yeah, you almost
and
hit me
then I
with a
saw
rock.
her see.
She did probably see you throw a rock, though.
I pulled a rock out of my pocket. You threw this at me.
It's a nice rock, isn't it? Like rock.
It is. I'm keeping it, and I put it back in my pocket.
All right. Anyways,
It's in my inventory.
All right, buddy.
I'm just trying to let you know she. This is 6.
That's 6. I rolled for the rock. It's actually not that great a rock.
It's not that
y'all
nice.
both acted impressed with it, but it's just like a run-of-the-mill rock. You know, just regular pick up off the ground rock. Anyway, continue.
Anyways,
I
Just
really
wanted to
like
let
the
you know.
rock. I rolled a 20 on my insight roll to see if I like the rock, and I do like the rock. So fuck up.
Yeah, so what I said is what an average person would think looking at that rock to you. This rock's fucking special, man.
it might
It
actually be a
has
diamond.
Well, especially there's this one side of it that's just smooth, and it just feels good to rub your finger on.
I feel like I could skip it really good.
It's a good rock.
A good
you
rock.
could, even though it doesn't look like a good skipping rock, because of
yeah.
this one side, you could.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you could. Yeah, you could
Skip
bounce
for
the shit out of
days.
this thing.
Hopefully, it will go into Tajiel's
But then
skull
then
pretty
you lose
easily
it.
later on.
Hey.
I
I just
throw it at
want you to
when you're
know.
sneaking.
I was just looking. You're right. I probably should have just left completely and just let you do your own thing. But I
Well, then
didn't.
she
I was
wouldn't have
trying to
seen
make sure
you seeing me.
I didn't see you. I saw her, and she
You
saw
were standing
me.
there
We made-
looking out, so you saw me.
No,
I mean-
no. She made eye contact with me, and then I saw her look over to you.
How far is the walk to the precinct? Because that's where we're headed while we're having this conversation.
Okay, y'all are. It's a 15-20 minute walk if you're
Okay.
taking your time, like y'all are. Also, Tajiel, I want to give you a point of inspiration, just because I really liked something you said. I didn't want to interrupt then, but I basically gave you, when Orion was gone, I gave you a big speech about how these lawkeepers are so much like Jedi in my headcanon. And then I like how Tajiel was like, I mean, she's a lawkeeper. She probably put it together. Because I like the idea of a lot of people doing that, like very much how they'll treat Jedi, right? Like maybe even accredit things to them they didn't know, right? Like, oh, dude. She saw me and she looked at you. There's no fucking way a lawkeeper didn't know that we weren't bros. Because she's a lawkeeper. I don't know, maybe she looked into our heads or something and knew. Like,
You figure something
put it
out.
together,
Like you put it
trust
together.
me. An average person might be able to figure it out looking at both of us, and she's a lawkeeper. She knows. That's why I didn't care to throw a rock. I mean, she already knew. So you can take a point of inspiration. You know what inspiration is?
Nope, but I got a point.
Okay.
So
At any point, you can roll with advantage. You just choose one of your rolls to be like, I'm going to use my inspiration here and roll with advantage.
all right.
Also, this might not be how it's supposed to work, but I'm okay with it working this way, which is you do have to say it before I tell you the outcome, but if you make a roll, any roll, and you roll like a 6, you can go, wait. I want to use my inspiration point.
And just roll again. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm totally okay with that. And in the Player's Handbook or DM Guide, wherever it talks about inspiration, it says they expire at the end of the session, but
Let me hold it.
I'm cool with you holding them. Yeah,
I just
so
put it-
Rain has one, because Rain got one in the first session.
Yeah, I was going to use it to
so
kill
you both
Caleb,
have
and I
one
never
right
got
now.
a chance to.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to Pete, and then I gotta go get some more potions. Be
All right,
quick.
buddy.
Okay. I saw you see me see her.
But when he said the confusing, like I saw
Yeah.
her, I was like, Orion is about to have a field day with this. And I just muted my mic and let you go. I knew you were about to be like, wait, you saw her?
Oh, that's good stuff.
How you feeling? You need to be getting off soon, yeah?
Yeah, I'd like to get off soon. I wouldn't mind trying to
Yeah.
kill this guy, though, but I would like to get off soon. I didn't work today, so it makes it a little bit easier, but...
Okay. Yeah, I was... So those were my 2 stopping points. I was thinking we're either going to, like,
Okay.
get to the precinct and be like, all right, you're here.
Okay, yeah, that would be fine.
You can set up and stop, or... Yeah, that's why I
My
was
se-
like,
my
checking
setup
in,
is
see
I'm
if you
gonna
wanted
figure
try
out a
to
way-
kill him.
I mean, my setup is that I'm going to walk into the precinct and then see if I smell him.
You're just going to walk into the precinct, though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be like, hey, I need help with something, and then I'm going to start sniffing around.
I told you who this lawkeeper is, right?
Who Bruce Bane is, or you mean the chick?
No, the lawkeeper. Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce
Yeah.
Bane is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lawkeeper.
Not the
He's
guard.
a-
Not the guard. Yeah. The lawkeeper. You two told me who she
Yeah.
is. She's from the Kingdom game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know what I meant? I actually just told you her name. Do you know who that is?
I remember she's from the Kingdom game. I barely remember the Kingdom game, honestly. I remember some of it, but I don't remember
Gotcha.
who everybody is. So.
She's the sheriff, is what they call her, which
Sheriff.
is basically the guard captain status of the lawkeepers.
Okay.
She's
yeah.
not in charge of the monastery, but she's in charge.
Mm.
But she's basically like the head lawkeeper.
Okay.
Because not
Yeah.
everyone in the monastery is a lawkeeper. You know, like some of them don't want
Yeah.
to live that life.
Yeah, I don't remember.
She's the Yoda, basically, of the lawkeepers, but acts like Mace Windu.
Okay.
I have Captain of the Guard. So under characters, right? That's where I see this. And one of
Yeah.
my characters says Captain of the Guard, parentheses, City Guard.
Yeah.
And then I drew an arrow that points out to the left of the margins and didn't write anything there. It's just an arrow pointing over there.
Is that Delaney Forrester?
I don't have a name. That's all it says on that line. Captain of the Guard,
I have-
City Guard, and there's just an arrow pointing out. Like, I was like, was I going to go
I have
back and
female-
write something?
I have Delaney Forrester, female half-elf captain of the city guard. That's one of my notes say.
What?
Okay, let's get back to where we
All right,
were.
yeah. So y'all are walking to the precinct.
Big Poppy.
What?
He's changed his nickname from Kettle Corn Pop to Big Poppy.
Oh, I see that. So you make your way down the street. You've been meandering, taking your time. You know, it's about a 20-minute walk at this point, though. It's about a quarter till noon. You get to the precinct. It is a few blocks away from his house, so it's not. I'd say it's still in this pretty nice area, though. The houses aren't quite as nice as what you came from, but I mean, it's still you got some money if you're living here. The precinct doesn't look bad, but it definitely looks a little out of place because it's built more like a bunker.
Right. Rain's looking at these nice houses and goes, well, after this job, we could probably live here.
Yeah.
I
So
could already live here, brother.
1 gold is like worth $100 in this world, so 500 gold is worth 50,000.
I didn't tell y'all this. My numbers are different here. So like actually like a sandwich is like 150 gold. So
Oh,
that
shit.
300 gold that Keetwa made, yeah, that's like
fun.
2 meals. Anyway.
No.
So
That's why
this,
they give us everything for free for the first week, so we're hooked in, and then we find out everything costs an arm and a leg.
An arm and a leg. I feel like that's a whole life. What do you mean?
The second week they don't make you pay for it. They just let you put it on your tab, and then the third week they show you the bill.
Are the Raincloaks really the good guys here?
Uh, so hey, it's expensive to steal from the rich and give to the poor.
That's
You know,
super
I mean, you
expensive.
got to keep some of it. You got to charge your employees. Anyway,
The only way to really make money is by charging your own people to help give to the poor.
yeah, the only way to make money is taking your employees and paying them, and then making more from them off of services you provide for them.
This
You
is
know,
bullshit.
it's the only way. It's the only way the whole system can work. So this precinct, it's set up more like a bunker. It is 1 story. It's very blocky in structure. It's longer than it is wide as it goes away from the street, and all the windows have bars on them. There is also there's 1 guard standing in uniform, which is, I picture them being classic guards. You know, it's like breastplate, helmet that's
One
got
only tells
some,
us truth and one only lies.
That's right, but there's only one, so he does both sometimes. Just depends on the mood he's in. So he's got kind of like some blue plumage coming off the top of his helmet, and he's got holding a halberd just posted up to the right of the door from your perspective.
Hey man, you're good with your mouth. You want to go
How'd you
figure
know
out
that?
this?
From you speaking from experience?
You just look like you are.
Okay.
You want to go figure out if like our guy's in there or not, or do you want to wait?
Yeah.
Because I know you
No,
like
I'll-
to burn shit down. I like fire too, dude.
I go, I
don't
got
like
This
burning
structure
people, though.
does not look very burnable. I will
I'm
throw
gonna-
that out there
That sounds like a challenge.
yeah,
from the
that's
outside, at least.
That's a skill issue, Brett.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm stealing that from Caleb. I'm just gonna say it all the time until he gets so annoyed he
Until
stops saying it.
it. That would be
Yep.
amazing.
That'd be amazing for me.
Okay. Once the guard's distracted, you sneak in. Sound good?
You're sending me in there again by myself. Not even with the big guy this time. Just by myself.
No. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come in too. But the guard's gonna be distracted.
You're gonna distract the guard.
Yeah.
Do you want me? You want me to go in there, or do you want me to come out and tell you how to get in? You just gonna sneak past the guard and get in? Are you all right? Just let me know. Am I going in by myself, or am I gonna have backup? Like you dipping out again, or what's going on? Just let me know. Like
This whole time, Rain has just been staring at him like blank faced. Okay. I'm your backup, and then I start walking toward the guard.
okay, well,
Okay.
if that's the case, I'm gonna walk away, and I'm going to, with my cloak.
I mutter
On
to
my head.
myself. Hopefully, no one sees him, sees me, or whatever. Fuck.
I'm going
Yeah, y'all-
to scout the area, see if I can find an opening other than the front.
I rush up to the guard and
Make an
go.
investigation check.
I rush up to the guard and go. I have a crime to report.
Oh God!
It seems like he was already kind of distracted as you rush up to him.
Got to do slash
Thank
roll.
yeah.
If you keep
Okay,
typing
yes,
roll, it
Keith
doesn't do
Wine.
anything.
I do want you to roll. Thank you for clarifying for the group.
So,
I point. I walk up and say I have a crime to report, and then I point toward Tajil and say he's trying to break in.
oh God!
oh my god. Okay.